Grand day, yoga for healing. I wanted to share something. I lit some candles with intention, communicated and said with the ancestors, and I have a table sitting over here to my right that I have what you would call an altar. And I didn't know what that meant because that's never happened. Like, I heard it and I walked over to the table to get a closer look, and there was a small little ember, like from the top of the wick, that had popped off and was on the table. And if I wouldn't have looked, then it would have burned like a big hole probably. But I wanted to look up what it meant, because it really sparked. It got my attention. I'm sitting here and I'm like, what? And so it says, a spark or ember from a candle can symbolize a connection to the spiritual realm, indicating that energy is present and possibly that spirits or ancestors are communicating. It may also suggest that your intentions are being acknowledged, or that a spiritual message is being conveyed. And the message to me was, I could put those candles out because they already got the message. And from what I've been hearing so far, since then, oh baby, I have no sympathy. For what? Why would I have sympathy for those who made their own choices and laughed and had fun and partied it up over my demise, over my lineage, over my death, over me being on the streets homeless, trying to take my home, trying to take my health, because your health is your wealth. And they thought they were going to be able to take me down, just as you, because I'm not the only one. Oh no. But see, you have to decalcify, have intentions, have a pure heart, maintain a pure, balanced heart, and all of your chakras balance. And it takes time. It doesn't take just a couple of months or maybe a year, but it is at your pace and your connection. But you have to open that door. Once you heard the knock on it, it's up to you. And a lot of you, if you're chosen, if you're earth angels, star seeds, you read energy. These are tools to help with that. You can even make your own. You see a lot of us, because we make these, because like for me, for an example, yeah, I knew I could read cards because I've done it before. But I had some other situations occur. So, me still being asleep, I put it down. I was a church goer. But during this awakening, learning that that is part of my protection and part of my mission is to help and assist and guide others, that's what I'm going to do. You're not here to sit and keep constantly listening to me, which is nice though, because this is how we can gather. But I want you to know your power so that you can stop falling for the traps of these frauds that are out here. Because trust me, they're very, very good. They're very, very sneaky. You tell me if you can pick out a devil among a group of people that were all dressed the same, smelled the same, just had different faces. But when you learn how to truly read energy, because you know your own energy, and then you can tell the difference. And when you're actually fulfilling your purpose by walking in it, living it, breathing it, not just wearing it, which a lot of people do. They just wear. They look the parts. They know how to talk the talk. But you have to be smart. One thing I recall that was wise that I took and I stuck with. Your enemies learn you and know all about you. So you better know about them. And if they are into dark magic and they're sending at you, you better know how to protect yourself against it. Psalms 91 was one of my first weapons against that as a tool of protection. The protections that we use that they want to call us the evil witchers, the evil witch doers. But I'm here to help you know the difference. And I am an open book. Surrender and resolution, both in reverse. Wow. Look at this. Before we get into that, y'all need to see this for a reason. Because they both fell out together and fell out in reverse. And there's a reason for everything. And we can expect some miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life. And also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Ooh. Now let's get into this. Because they were both in reverse. So let's read them and see what this is about. Because right off the bat, we know somebody doesn't want to reset. They don't want to surrender. And there is no resolution because there is no compromise. I was having a conversation earlier with the ancestors, my guides, my higher self. When I heard a reader say that this person wants to lead a third party and come back and compromise, but I already know the story. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because if you are reading energy, what's there to compromise? When you already know that this is the same energy that's been casting spells. Using evil magic, wanting to control and manipulate to destiny swap to end your life. So don't tell me you read energy and you can't pick that up. For over the year, 2, 3, because it's been going on for a while for me. They don't want to surrender. They're being asked, they've received the messages. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. They don't have any control over theirs, but they want to control ours, and that's not going to happen. Yet they still refuse to surrender. And they're not dealing with us, they're dealing strictly with the universe. But they're such under illusion of their own spells that they're unaware. That control is an illusion. And it's exhausting them to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. And they refuse to do it. No resolution, and they don't know which way to go. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Ooh. That sounds like Big Mama said, go get the belt. Give me that shoe. Go pick a switch. Ooh. They're struggling with this, and it's about to be resolved. And the universe has got this. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want. But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. And they refuse to give themselves that relief. I need to have a drink of water on that. Wow. We already know the tower's been falling. They've been trying to fight it. And they did not think that it was us. We didn't look like Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion. No. We are not them. We here for something higher, a greater purpose, far beyond that material shit that's about to be done with. Things that they place their soul's value upon. Yeah, they're about to find out. 5 of Pentacles. They're already at a 5 of Pentacles, already in hardship, in a great loss. Now isolating themselves, but still not looking to their higher selves, not being grateful for what they do have, and walking right past whatever these ancestors were trying to guide them. I see many red flags. I see different directions going on here. Them giving them the directions. But they're lost. Mercury in Taurus. That root chakra. Number 5. Changes. Something they didn't want to do. What's the first? Oh, this was fated. Everything has a purpose, a reason, a season, a lesson. They come in the term of called twin flames, soulmates. But they're all a part of the test. They for us and we for them. Do we go on their side or will they join ours? Y'all better know how this goes. It is a dance that we call spiritual warfare. What else do we need to know? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's trying to get away, being sneaky. Trying to run away from fate with all her mistakes. But they can't run toward you. What do we need to know about them not surrendering and them just trying to get away? Oh. Along with a Queen of Wands in reverse that wanted to gain abundance. They wanted your Ace of Pentacles. They want your prosperity, your security, your stability. They want your ability to manifest and have any wishes granted, any hope for a piece of tissue. They wanted everything, not even an opportunity given to you. This is what they wanted, and now they want your sympathy. Standing, dancing on their heads, because they're used to being on their backs. Because this one here is a demanding one. A red, vengeful witch that's lacking confidence. That's over their head in jealousy. A big bully that has tantrums and very selfish. Just as her sidekick, that's also selfish, unkempt, barely washes her ass. A greedy, materialistic. This is one that will put perfume on, do their hair, polish their nails, don't wash their hands, don't take a shower, and don't barely change their drawers. And have nerves to be jealous of you. Wanted to live that life. Wanted to be baddies. Male or female. We do have Virgo energy that are in their south node. And fire and water elements. Whoever they are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but they are in their south node. And this is fated for them, that they set themselves in this little trap. A trap they set of their own demise, because they're the ones that would not surrender. They're the ones that wanted to compromise. You had to give it to them. That's the only way they would work. That's their compromise. So this is what they're left with. Wanting to get away. And everybody knowing exactly who they are. This Empress. Or maybe they planned on. They wanted to take an Empress destiny. This is what they were planning on doing. It was fated for you to be the trap. It was fated for you to take your post, stay in your position, and know who you were. Maybe you didn't see as far as the universe and your guides and your protection. What do we need to know about this Empress? Who is this Empress? Somebody they wanted to trap. That has learned to cope, face the shame, dealing with life. Someone that's having mental issues. This is the one that came out earlier. The shapeshifter. And I did have this other little side note conversation with all these bisexual DL and gay men that use women for their mustaches. They usually come out in reverse. Because they are confused. No shade, but they are confused. These could possibly be two men after an Empress that wanted to entrap her, to cause her all of this over her harvest. This is what it was all about. A come up. Money. Greed. Destiny. Because this is not about some money in a bank. This is far greater. Because no one goes at you like this, doing all this spell work because of some funds. They already know how to work their way into that. These hackers and all that. It ain't about no fucking funds in a bank. Nobody goes this hard doing spell work sending multiple people in, and then them working together. You'd have to be a billionaire, trillionaire. Confirmation. My phone just buzzed because it got a ding. Yeah, spilling all the beans. What else do we need to know about this Empress? Whoa. Whoa. I'm getting multiple stories. Where is this card? Hold on one second. It flew. Oh, here it is. Oh, wow. Wow. It's the Hierophant in reverse, male or female. This is the one that wants to be treated like an empress. So it's two males and a female we've been knowing and hearing in these stories. And I just said, two males. Come on, y'all. Y'all been following these stories. It's been going on for a while. It ain't brand new. This is the one having the mental breakdown. That's trapped. That wanted your spot. This is why we keep getting that energy, because they're cloaking in your energy. Yeah, they want to be you. This is just further confirmation going in a little bit deeper because this was coming out earlier. This is that Hierophant in reverse. This is that one that's possessed. Confirmation. My phone just dinged again. And they have no love. They have no emotion. They have nothing within them. They are about disharmony. To take you with them to the underworld. It would be a very bad choice to reconnect with them. They have detachment issues. They don't want to surrender. And there is no compromise because it's only you or them. Period. Because they've already promised you to the underworld and already celebrated working with that group. Yes, they have. They have a lot of people in different places. Y'all want to talk about it's YouTube. Well, y'all better start peeping these readers that work for YouTube. That gives you a bunch of shit in your ear, but got a lot of viewers. So what are you learning? What are they teaching? What are they sharing? And is it for you? Or is it for them? Y'all better start recognizing and stop sleeping on yourselves. What else do we need to know about this Hierophant in reverse? Wanting to fall on the Queen of Pentacles reverse? Oh, that was who you had the relationship with, huh? Miss Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah. Comes out as a Leo sometimes. But we also have a Cancer energy out here too. Along with Gemini and Taurus. As usual, per usual, we will have all the elements on the table because they are using zodiacs. Because it helps to help them be cloaked in your energy. So they try to have the Send us people that have the birthdays similar signs. Something dealing with the charts that's similar too. This may be someone in your family, this Hierophant in reverse, that wants to take your spot. And it's not about a job, an office spot. That workplace affairs, something else, another part of this. One of these homosexuals that calls themselves 33 degree. Well, my grandfather was one, and when he passed, I was proud of him from what I knew. Because not all in groups are bad. There's some bad apples. Talking about taking it too far. All because they wanted the 10 of Cups and your Ace of Pentacles. They wanted everything, I told you. They wanted complete fulfillment, and they wanted to take everything, including your emotional stability, from you. Left as nothing, just existing and everyone ignoring. But see, the strong ones never forget or ignore themselves. We love ourselves too much for that. Over a scrub or a dingbat? I don't think so. What about this surrender? What do they need to know? They're very imbalanced, unorganized, and very overwhelmed, very messy and chaotic, and we brought the fucking chaos, bitches. And brought that shit to an end. Wait your turn if you haven't felt it, because it's coming, babies. We love you. But this was about evolve or devolve. And you made your choices. So deal with it. Job well done for the true warriors.